Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the spine-chilling world of mysterious disappearances that defy explanation. You know, the kind of stories that keep you up at night, staring at the ceiling and wondering, what if? These cases will leave you questioning reality and constantly looking over your shoulder. We're talking about people who vanished seemingly into thin air, leaving behind nothing but questions and a whole lot of chills. So buckle up, grab your detective hats, or maybe a comfort blanket, because things are about to get real weird, real fast. Let's get into it. Our first case takes us to the snowy back roads of Haverhill, New Hampshire. It's February 9th, 2004. College student Maura Murray, a bright young woman with her whole life ahead of her, crashes her car. Now, this isn't some high-speed collision, mind you. It's a fender bender, the kind you walk away from with maybe a dented bumper and a bruised ego. But what happens next is where things get really strange. A local resident sees Maura by her car, seemingly unharmed. He offers to call for help, but Maura waves him off, assuring him she's already called AAA. Here's the thing though, she hadn't. When police arrive at the scene just minutes later, Maura is gone. Her car is there, keys still in the ignition, but there's no sign of her. No footprints in the snow, no witnesses, no trace. It's like she just vanished. Theories abound, of course. Did she stage her own disappearance? Was she abducted? Did she wander off into the wilderness and succumb to the elements? The police investigated, but with so little to go on, the case went cold. But the internet, well, the internet never forgets. Online sleuths have been poring over the details of Maura's case for years, debating every possible scenario, scrutinizing every piece of evidence, real or imagined. Was it voluntary? Was it foul play? We may never know for sure, but one thing's for certain, the disappearance of Maura Murray remains one of the most baffling and unsettling mysteries of our time. Our next case takes us from the snowy back roads of a wintry landscape, where the cold bites at your skin and the silence is almost deafening, to the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Pacific Ocean, where the horizon seems to stretch on forever, and the water below is a deep, endless blue. It's 1937 and Amelia Earhart, a pioneering aviator who captured the world's imagination with her daring flights and unyielding spirit, is attempting to circumnavigate the globe. She's already made history as the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, a feat that inspired countless others, but this latest challenge is pushing her to the limit. With her trusted navigator Fred Noonan by her side, Amelia sets off on the final leg of her journey, a grueling flight from New Guinea to Howland Island, a tiny speck of land in the middle of the vast Pacific. But they never arrive at their destination. Somewhere over the vast expanse of ocean, Amelia's radio transmissions go silent, leaving nothing but an eerie void. Search parties are dispatched, scouring the area for any sign of the missing plane, but it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, a very wet and treacherous haystack. Days turn into weeks, hope dwindles, and the world mourns the loss of a true icon, a woman who dared to dream and fly higher than anyone before her. But the mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance lingers, haunting the collective consciousness. Did they simply run out of fuel and crash into the ocean, swallowed by the unforgiving waves? Were they captured by the Japanese, becoming prisoners in a foreign land? Did they somehow survive and make it to a remote island, lost to the world and history? Conspiracy theories swirl, fueled by the lack of conclusive evidence and the human need for answers. Some point to recently discovered artifacts on a remote island suggesting Amelia may have survived the crash and lived out her days in isolation. Others claim to have decoded messages hidden in her radio transmissions, offering tantalizing clues. The truth, however, remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of time and the vastness of the ocean. Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time, a haunting reminder of the power and the perils of pushing the boundaries of human endeavor and the enduring allure of the unknown. Chapter 3. The Family That Vanished. Okay, buckle up because this next case is a real head-scratcher. It's one of those stories that leaves you with more questions than answers. It's Christmas Eve, 1945, in the small town of Fayetteville, West Virginia. The air is crisp and the town is blanketed in a serene layer of snow. The Sauter family, George and Jenny and their 9 children, are settling in for a cozy night. The warmth of the fireplace fills the room as they gather together. The younger kids are already asleep, but the older ones are begging to stay up late and play with their new toys. The excitement of Christmas is still in the air. Eventually, Jenny relents, but warns them to be careful with the lights, as the house has been acting up electrically. The flickering bulbs are a constant reminder of the house's quirks. Around midnight, a fire breaks out. The peaceful night turns into a nightmare as flames quickly engulf the house. George and Jenny manage to escape, along with 4 of their children. The chaos and panic are overwhelming as they realize not everyone made it out, but 5 of the kids are still trapped inside the inferno. The flames are too intense for anyone to re-enter the house. Frantically, George tries to go back in for them, but the ladder to the upstairs window is missing. It's as if it vanished into thin air. He tries to start his truck to drive it closer to the house, but it won't start. The engine refuses to turn over, adding to the growing sense of helplessness. By the time firefighters arrive, the house is engulfed in flames. The fire has already done its worst. It burns to the ground in just 45 minutes. The once lively home is reduced to smoldering ruins. Here's where it gets really strange. When the authorities sift through the ashes, they find no trace of the 5 missing children. Not a single bone or fragment. No bones, no teeth, nothing. It's as if they were never there. It's as if they simply vanished into thin air. The mystery deepens with every passing moment. The official explanation? The children perished in the fire and their remains were completely incinerated. But this explanation leaves many unanswered questions. But the Sodder family never bought it. They were convinced something else had happened. They pointed to a number of strange occurrences: the missing ladder, the car that wouldn't start, a phone call from a woman asking for someone who didn't live there, and most chillingly, reported sightings of the children in the years following the fire. Each clue added to their growing suspicion. Was it a tragic accident, or was there something more sinister at play? The questions lingered, haunting the family. Or was there something more sinister at play? The possibility of foul play loomed large in their minds. The case of the missing Sodder children remains one of the most perplexing and haunting disappearances in American history. A chilling reminder that sometimes, even in the safety of our own homes, the unthinkable can happen. The mystery endures, leaving a legacy of unanswered questions and enduring sorrow. Chapter 4: Gone in the Night. Our next case takes us to Praia da Luz, Portugal, a picturesque vacation destination that became the setting for an international nightmare. This serene coastal town, known for its beautiful beaches and tranquil atmosphere, would soon be thrust into the global spotlight for all the wrong reasons. It's May 3, 2007. The McCann family, Kate and Jerry, and their 3 young children are on holiday. They are enjoying a much-needed break, soaking in the sun and the sea, unaware of the impending tragedy. 3-year-old Madeleine is asleep in the apartment with her twin siblings while her parents dine with friends at a nearby tapas restaurant. The evening is calm, filled with laughter and conversation, as the parents take turns checking on the children. They check on the children periodically, but around 10 p.m. they make a horrifying discovery. Madeleine is gone. Panic sets in as they frantically search the apartment and the surrounding area. The apartment door is unlocked, the window is open, and there's no sign of forced entry. The realization that their daughter has vanished without a trace is devastating. Madeleine has vanished without a trace. The Portuguese police launch a massive investigation, but the early days are marred by missteps and inconsistencies. The initial response is chaotic, with crucial time lost. The crime scene is not properly secured, potential leads are not followed up on, and suspicion even falls on Madeleine's own parents. The investigation is plagued by errors and missed opportunities. The case quickly becomes a media frenzy, with newspapers and television stations around the world following every twist and turn. The intense media scrutiny adds pressure to an already fraught situation. Years pass, theories abound, but Madeleine remains missing. Despite numerous investigations and countless tips, her whereabouts remain a mystery. Was she abducted by a stranger? Theories and speculations run rampant, each more chilling than the last. Did she wander off and get lost? The possibility haunts her parents, who replay the events of that night over and over. Was she the victim of a human trafficking ring? This terrifying thought adds another layer of horror to the already tragic situation. The questions linger, unanswered, a constant source of anguish for her family and a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk even in paradise. The idyllic setting of Praia da Luz is forever tainted by this unsolved mystery. The case of Madeleine McCann remains one of the most high-profile disappearances in recent history, a heartbreaking reminder of the vulnerability of innocence and the enduring power of hope in the face of unimaginable loss. Her story continues to captivate and haunt the world, a symbol of the relentless search for truth and justice. Chapter 5. Lost on the Highway. Our final case brings us to the desolate stretch of highway known as California State Route 1. It's August 30th, 2013. Bryce Laspisa, a 19-year-old college student, is driving home from Northern California to visit his family in Orange County. He's driving a borrowed SUV, and he's had a strange encounter with a gas station attendant earlier that day, but otherwise, everything seems normal. But Bryce never makes it home. His SUV is found abandoned near Lake Cachuma, a remote reservoir off the highway. The vehicle is damaged, the gas tank empty, and Bryce's belongings are scattered nearby. But there's no sign of Bryce himself. Search and rescue teams comb the area, divers search the murky depths of the lake, but Bryce is nowhere to be found. His disappearance makes headlines, but as the days turn into weeks, the trail runs cold. What happened to Bryce Laspisa? Did he crash his car and wander off into the wilderness, disoriented and injured? Did he meet with foul play? Or did he choose to disappear, leaving his old life behind? Theories abound, but concrete answers remain elusive. His family clings to hope, desperate for any information that might lead them to their son. Bryce's disappearance serves as a chilling reminder of the vastness and indifference of the open road, a place where people can vanish without a trace, leaving behind nothing but questions and heartache. Well, there you have it, folks. 5 chilling cases of disappearances that continue to baffle and intrigue us to this day. These stories remind us that sometimes the most unsettling mysteries are those that remain unsolved. They force us to confront the unknown, to grapple with the possibility that there are forces at work in the universe that we may never fully understand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more creepy and mysterious content. Let us know in the comments which case creeped you out the most.